What's going on, my dollar bills? D-Money here, and today I will be giving a review for Thor Ragnarok. Whosoever wields this hammer, and if they be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. Here's the proof that I went and saw it. Now, the reason why I did not upload on my normal day last weekend is because I made this video once before, but it was 20 minutes long, and that takes forever to upload, and my computer crashed technically yesterday when I'm filming this. So today, let's see if I could film it even shorter. Those are all Marvel movies up there. Every single one. Anyways, in this review, I am here with a special guest, Mjolnir. That's right. This thing is a legend. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, there are spoilers in this video, most likely. Not quite sure what I'm going to say, but here is your warning. I'm sad to say that in Thor Ragnarok, Mjolnir does die. Will it come back? Probably not. I really hope it does, though. And if you're wondering how I think it'll come back, I'm thinking Doctor Strange might use the Time Stone to reverse the broken effect on it that Hela did, and boom, destroyed it. And let's hope that does happen, even though at the end of Thor Ragnarok, he proves that the hammer, it did make him worthy, but it was not the center of his powers. I gotta say, I'm a fan of Thor's new look in the movie. Sure, it's not really the Thor look we're used to, like we've seen in all the other movies, but it's something new, and it's a creative churn. Something life-changing had to happen to him in this movie. It's for character development, after all. Hulk, on the other hand, he's changed a lot too. Not only does he have a new haircut and a new pair of pants, before he had some stretchy pants that Mr. Stark made, but he also has a new gladiator look, and I am a huge fan of that. That look and scene, the fight between Thor and Hulk was so good, I can't decide which is better. Thor versus Hulk or Hulkbuster versus Hulk. They're both amazing, they're great, they're both funny in their own ways, and they're both just great scenes. Valkyrie, if you don't know who she is the female role on Thor's new team, the Revengers, as he calls them. She has one of the coolest costumes in this movie. The white suit with the silverish gold plates and armor pieces on her costume. It looks amazing. And I just love the slide that she does on the Rainbow Bridge. Hela in the movie, which is the main female villain, as you could say, she does some pretty big stuff. Not only does she destroy Mjolnir, but she does so much in the movie. She basically forces Thor's hand to do something pretty big. I'm not going to spoil it because it's something huge in the movie, and I don't want to spoil the huge stuff. But she changes Thor's life. She changes everything about Asgard and how they live their lives. And ever since she comes back into the Nine Realms from the death area that she's from, I'm not quite sure what it's called, but when she's back, she has basically set her goals to change everything. This movie has definitely proven itself to be a comedy. Now, is that a good thing? The first two movies were definitely more serious. They did have some comedy, like when Darcy called Mjolnir Mjolnir, and I find that funny though. But they have managed to squeeze a joke into almost every single clip or scene. It's almost too much. In some of the most serious parts of the movie, there's always a joke to lighten the mood and make you think, oh no, Hela's about to kill this person, but then all of a sudden the person's like, you know, you would make a great s'more stick with all of those spikes on your head. That's not a joke in the movie, that's just something that popped in my head. So, that's not a spoiler for your funny bone. So yeah, I do feel like this movie could have been a little more serious, but the comedy is still pretty funny. I laughed at almost every single joke, and I'm about to tell you what my favorite joke was in this movie. In the first Thor movie, towards the beginning, we see Odin's collection, where the Frost Giants are trying to steal their magic box, and as they're running away from the destroyer, we see a fake Infinity Gauntlet. That was an Easter egg. And this is a spoiler, by the way. In this movie, Hela goes into that room to grab or get some stuff. And the first thing she does is she walks over to the Infinity Gauntlet and says, "Fake." And she just knocks the thing over. I find that so hilarious. The directors actually made an old Easter egg, something interactable and a funny joke for the crowd and the fans to enjoy. This movie did end up making me, or leaving me wanting more. I definitely wanted to see what happens because it ends on a cliffhanger, and it's not a bad one. It's like, oh, what's gonna happen next? I mean, well, yeah, that does happen, but you're like, this is gonna pick up in another movie, so I'm not too worried about it. It's nothing that huge that I know of. But the end credits scene and the post-credits scene, I feel like should have been switched around just by the way they are. The end credits scene is a joke, and the post-credits scene, it's something I believe is going to be in Infinity War. Overall, I have to say this movie was pretty good. I'd go watch it again. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this movie I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10. It was phenomenal. I'm nitpicking at some of the stuff though. Some of the jokes I felt like were a little too inappropriate, but you gotta give something for the parents. And some of the other stuff, like how we don't get Mjolnir back, sadly. I'm really disappointed that that happened. This is something iconic to the Thor character that almost every Thor in the multiverse has, and I'm upset our Thor lost it. At least Marvel did upload a rip montage of it in their YouTube channel. It was called Rip Mjolnir, and I think they gave dates. How did I do that? And in the beginning of the movie, we get to see Thor do some pretty cool stuff with this. He kicked a lot of butt, and it really made me feel like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're about to see this thing get destroyed. I love the effects. I love the comedy it brings. Because just this, it doesn't talk. I don't think it has any emotions, but the way it gets used in how Thor uses this to his advantage, it's hilarious in some ways. Especially the way how Thor figures out Loki's alive. I'm not spoiling how that happens, even though it's obvious when it does happen. But it's pretty funny, and this is a valuable character in the MCU that I believe. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm definitely hoping that this video is shorter. If you're seeing this, it most likely is, and that my computer didn't crash. So, I'm most likely going to scrap the 20-minute long video unless you all want to see that. In that case, that's hours that I'm going to have to waste. Follow me on Instagram. Make sure to keep updated whenever I upload a video by clicking that bell button. And tell me what you think about Thor Ragnarok. Let's see if I can do one of his... Yes! I don't think you guys saw that, so... 2 in a row. I used to not be able to do that, but... I hope you all enjoyed. It's time to end this video. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And... are you worthy? Catch the hammer and find out! Why did you have to die?